Beautiful sun rays, and welcome back to my channel, y'all. Today I will be making some baked breakfast empanadas. Don't ask where this came from. Last night, for whatever reason, I was just dreaming about empanadas in all ways. Like I was like, oh, I'm gonna make some beef ones, some turkey ones, some chicken ones. I don't know why I kept thinking about it, but then I said, the only way I'm going to be able to make some empanadas is if I make the dough. And I didn't have time to make the dough last night. Also, I didn't need to be eating that heavy. But I said if I get up early in the morning, I can make some breakfast empanadas and they will be amazing. I also wanted to make like a little Cajun cream sauce to go with it. So, follow me if you want to know what's going on. For my dough, I need about a cup of water, about a cup and Lord have mercy, a cup of water, 1.5 sticks of unsalted butter, and 2 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour, about 2 teaspoons of salt, and a little bit of paprika just to add to my dough mix. You guys, if you don't already know from other videos or from my IG, I sift flour always. Y'all, sift always. That's all I got. I don't want to break it down anymore because that'll confuse you and it'll cause too many questions. Just sift. Once we have all of our dry ingredients fully incorporated, our flour, salt, and paprika all whisked up. I don't know why I can't say whisked up. You're going to take your cup of water and your 1.5 sticks of unsalted butter and simply melt it down. We're not trying to make it incredibly hot. We're not trying to boil it. We're not trying to recreate anything. We're just melting butter into water. So take 1.5 sticks and place it into your pot and let it melt down. Okay, so now that it's warm, we're gonna take a little bit. Y'all, mine is actually not warm. It's very much hot. But as I tell my husband all the time, I don't have fingertips anymore. I am used to touching hot things. That's just me. But that doesn't have to be you. You can definitely let it get to be warm. You don't want it cold. You don't want it to start hardening up. But you can use it while it's warm. But you're going to place just a little bit in there, a little bit of your butter mixture into your flour mixture so that you can make kind of a paste. And then you're going to take that paste a little further and add the rest of your butter mixture into the bowl. Y'all, you can kind of take your time with this, okay? Don't burn yourself. Don't mix it too hard. I am a hands person, okay? I'm sure you've seen people use the gloves and they've used different wooden spoons and things, but no, I love to use my hands. I get very close to my food, especially when I'm dealing with dough. And y'all, this is why it's important to consistently wash your hands while you're cooking. Y'all, I hate watching some family and even friends when they get in the kitchen and I just don't see them washing wash your hands, especially when you're cooking for other people. Wash your nasty hands. The girls with the extra long fingernails, ugh, so disgusting. And mine's are kind of long, in my opinion, but no, wash your hands, keep them clean. After you've mixed everything in and you've kneaded it a few times, you're going to turn that dough into a little ball of dough, wrap it up in saran wrap, place it in the refrigerator for at least 2 hours. And look, y'all, we're right on time. So it's now 9 o'clock and I'm going to go ahead and get my filling prepped and ready to go, because at 9:30 we will be taking our dough out of the refrigerator and it'll be ready to be baked. Y'all, for my filling, I decided to do 2 different things. I have this raw Italian chicken sausage that's over there in the casing. It's just half of a sausage because I used the other half yesterday to make some sausage gravy. If you don't know the greatest secret to sausage gravy, use Italian chicken sausage. So good. Anyway, so I did Italian chicken sausage, bell pepper, green onion, an egg, and sharp white cheddar in 1/2 of the dough mix. And then in the other half, I did the same thing, but with beef sausage included, that I'm just going to kind of fry down. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and cut up all of my veggies right now and get those things kind of softened in the pan with a little bit of olive oil. When you see my olive oil go into the pan, just note it's olive oil. This is not vegetable oil. Olive oil is good. It's good. It's a great oil to use. It's okay. You can use a lot of it and you won't experience any guilt. Okay, so to all of my experienced people, the next 8 minutes is honestly just me making the filling for my empanadas. So if you're simply here for just the dough and you already know what you're going to stuff into your empanadas and this is not of any interest to you, you can skip on to about 15 minutes and 30 seconds probably of the video. And we'll get back into how I'm incorporating or how I'm cutting my dough, separating my dough, and filling my dough. Because if you're anything like me, I don't like for my time to be wasted. And when I come to see things, y'all, I want to see what I came here to see. And I know a lot of people aren't necessarily interested in this portion. This is the simple part. The dough is what you came for. So meet me at the 15-minute mark. That was kind of corny, but whatever. You know what I'm talking about. assembly time, what I have not told you is that my oven is preheated to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and my pan is already prepped and ready to go to the side so that I can assemble all of my empanadas, place them on the pan, and do a little egg wash and throw them in the oven. But first, we're going to add a little bit of flour to our countertop per usual because, dough sticks. And honestly, I don't really have a method for how much I grab. Just know that I grab a little bit at a time. You see? See how I just pinched that off the side there? So I'll add that. This dough can be pretty sturdy at first because it's coming out of the refrigerator. Just want to smack it down. Now, y'all, whenever you dust your dough with flour from the countertop or tabletop, whatever you're doing it on, it's important to note that you don't want to add too much of that flour. Like, you literally just need it to be dusted right there. Don't add more flour to it, if that makes sense. Like, it's okay for it to roll into it and around it because it's just preventing it from like sticking, I guess. It's the easiest way for me to say that. But you don't want to put too much of the dough into it. Don't keep kneading it some more into the flour. Otherwise, you're going to have something else. It's going to be a whole new product. So don't come back to me saying, oh, my dough was stupid, when you probably did that. So y'all, I can be a little bit of a perfectionist. And then I say that, and when my things don't come out as perfect as I want them, I'm still upset. But that is why I cut this the way that I did. If you have a empanada, if you have one of those tools where you can kind of fill it and fold and close it, that's amazing. I do not have that. So everything is handmade over here. So in order for me to get that perfect little circle, I do use a bowl and simply just cut the dough around the bowl so that I can have a perfect circle, and then ensure to press down into the dough so that I can seal it completely shut. You can use a fork and close it too, but I don't feel like that's necessary. It'll close on its own. And my friends, this is as perfect as it's going to get for me. For my beef and egg stuffed empanadas, I'm adding this little heart that I cut out by hand, so don't judge. And then I'm just gonna coat every last one of them with my egg wash so that I can bake in the oven for 20 minutes on 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, my friends, no time is wasted in this kitchen, so while our empanadas are baking, we're going to make a cream sauce because this guy that's about to hit the corner in 2 seconds loves a cream sauce with every dish. Not even a cream sauce, just a sauce. Like, he needs something dippable with his food. We're not going to get into that, but I kind of think that our filling is a little Cajun. I added a little Cajun spice to the egg mixture with the sausage and the peppers and blah, 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 blah. So I think a Cajun cream sauce will also go well. I was thinking later that chimichurri would have been even better, but I don't even think I had all the ingredients to do that, but I definitely had ingredients to make this cream sauce. If you've got some butter, heavy whipping cream, some green onions, spice, and Parmesan cheese, you too can be great. So just keep that in mind. I'm sure you can Google it. Otherwise, just watch what I do here. This sauce I do so often, I freehand it now. I don't necessarily have instructions for it, but I can write some down if you prefer. Let me know in the comments. And y'all, look at this. Our empanadas are ready. They are not as pretty as I wanted them to be, but I can tell you from experience, they taste absolutely amazing. You got to remember, we did fry these, so keep that. Lord have mercy. We baked these, so keep that in mind as you watch me open them up. Because what you don't know is how crunchy they were. Y'all, I should have did some crunch ASMR for this video because they were absolutely amazing. And that sauce set it off, honestly, to be fully transparent. They set it off. Loved it. I hope you find time to bake today. Please let me know in the comments if you do. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye.